Hey, this is Mike with CoachMePlus. I'm just going to do a brief overview on how to create, assign, and manage your questionnaire through Coach's tools. So I'm going to go to my side menu, and under Coach Tools, I see Questionnaire Builder. I'll open that up. I can see my existing list of questionnaires here. I'm just going to create a new one. We'll just call this one the weekly check-in. And check in on how your week went. The description is optional. I'm going to check that it's active just so that once I do finish and assign it, it will show up. It'll be a question that people can figure out or can fill out. Starts at date by default is the date that you're beginning the questionnaire. You can push this off, so maybe you're going to assign this, but you just want to be done with the assignment, and you don't want them to start till maybe the first of next month. So we can look at that. I'm just going to leave it as today, and then you can leave the end date open-ended or have a date where this ends, where it unassigns from anybody that's assigned at that end date, so it would remove from their activities list for the day. Prompts is the last option here. It just shows, do you want this to show up on their home screen, or do they need to go through their side menu to find it? I'm going to leave that checked for now. We're going to go ahead and add questions in, and we'll just do easy questions. So on a scale of 1 to 5, rate your soreness at the end of the week. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and use question type of buttons with 1 to 5, and this is a range that starts 1 being bad, 1 at red, 2 yellow, and 4 and greater is going to be green. I'll leave that, and I'm going to make it a required question and hit done. I'm going to add one more question type, just for the sake of time. Any areas of pain and soreness. And then go ahead, question type, I'm going to say this is going to be the body chart. So there we are, the body parts. And again, I'm going to leave this unchecked this time for required. Maybe they don't have any pain and soreness, they don't have anything to fill out there, they can leave it. So I'm going to hit done. And then I'm going to come back over here and hit save to save that questionnaire. And once I have it built, before I sign it, just so I can make sure it's the way I want it, I can go ahead and hit the 3 dots and hit preview. There we are, so I can rate my week, and I can select a body part on my body graph. So this one is just, hey, I'm sore here. On the adverse side of things, we'll come back to creating this. We can switch the question type of this to body chart instead, and done and save. And what doing that does is I'll show you in preview, that becomes the basic body chart or the default body chart that we have that says I click on a body part, then I can rate on a scale of 1 to 10 of soreness or 1 to 10 of pain. So maybe they're highlighting pain, and we're good with that. So now it works the way I want it to, and I'm all set. So I can hit back. And the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and assign that. What I'm going to do is just say any athlete in the system can fill this out. So I'm going to leave that. Or if I wanted to, I can just say, hey, I want this to go out to a specific training group within the system. So maybe it's these guys, select all visible, and hit add. It then assigns them. Once they're on this list down here, they're assigned. I can use the X to unassign it from them. But again, I'm just going to go ahead and say any athlete in the system can fill this out. Add them there. There we go. All right, and the last thing I'm going to show is really quickly, if and when you have responses to your questionnaire, you can see them really quickly in detail from the questionnaire builder without any reports or dashboards. And what I can do to do that is hit the 3 dots, hit view responses. And then I see sorted by time. So the newest response will be at the top, and then so on and so forth will fill in down the bottom. And then I can go ahead and click on a response and see what this athlete reported. So they had a 1, so they're very sore, and they filled out their body chart, some soreness all over the place, some pretty high numbers. So you know that. And then we got other response here. We got another athlete that is not feeling as sore. So you can go through some detailed responses, see exactly what the athletes clicked when they filled out the questionnaire without having to build it into a report or a dashboard. So it's a brief overview of how to use our questionnaire builder, assign it, and view responses once they're in there. Hope this helps.